Here for the taking. Don't wanna test your luck with me. I think I've had enough disease. I'm sick of all the bad thoughts, people who are half-nots.
You are not as tough as.
Hello everybody and welcome back to the gaming channel. So I've got well, I hope I did it right, but I've kind of made a challenge here to do myself, as well as if you guys want to try it. I'm calling it Hard Vanilla Silo Bin Challenge. Okay, the goal of the challenge is to have $2 million and 6 crops or more after 5 years, using only the vanilla game silos type thing, right? The silo bins, grain silos. Okay, rules. Use the Elmcreek Map. Start with $100,000. No starting farm. No modded silo bins. Now, I'll go over some of this stuff, but no modded silo bins. Vanilla game grain style silo bins only. Silage Bunker Silos don't count, so you can't use them. Hay and grass fields don't count as the crops. Okay, you can use them. It's just they don't count as part of the 6 or more crops. Can only use 1 silo bin per crop type. Okay, now I'll show you what I mean so that it's clear. I'm gonna, for example, if you buy a grain bin and it's got 4 bins in that grain bin, right? That silo bin setup, you can only use it for 4 crop types. Can't put 5 in it, because there's only 4 different bins, right? Same as if you bought a 2-bin silo, you can only use that with 2 crops, all right? So if you got 4 crops, you'd have to buy 2 of those, all right? And I'll show you what I mean here in a minute. Let's see here. No greenhouses are allowed to make that money, right? So no greenhouses. No sawmill production, okay? So you cannot buy and use a sawmill to make wood beams and stuff to make your money. You can only sell the trees that are on your property. So if you buy a property that's full of trees, you can cut them down. You can sell them to a sawmill or wherever, and you can make money that way, but you cannot use a sawmill to make beams to make the money. You can only do 3 contracts per year. Like I said, this is going to be fairly tough. At least I think so, because I haven't even done it yet. So I'm going to end up doing some videos or maybe live streams or something, and I'm going to try and do this challenge too and see if I can do it. No money makers. For example, the government subsidies, windmills, solar panels, things like that. And all these rules will be in the description so that you can easily reference things. So, what else? Time scale must be at 3x or higher. Okay. Seasonal growth must be on. Lime must be on. Others can be off if you want, or you can use them, don't matter, but the lime and fertilizer has to be on. You can use AI workers if they get paid. No free labor. Okay. Now, some of these may be subject to change a little bit. I may add, we'll see. I'm going to try and do this challenge first hopefully before anybody else tries it. But I mean, if you want to try it with the way it's set up right now, you're more than welcome to. So, this video here, I'm just going to run around. This is more of just the explanation. So again, let's go over here. So you're using the Elmcreek Map, which pretty much has everything you kind of need. The properties are, decent pricing. for the most cases. You got some cheaper ones up here, 37,000. So you're starting with $100,000, no problem. You know, you can pick up a couple properties here and there, and to get yourself going. You know, some of them are high, but I think there's some cheaper ones down in here somewhere. Like there's a couple here, 56, 49. There's some small ones down here, 53. 19. So you got some that are cheap, some that are expensive. So it's all up to you and what you want to do and where you want to start. And you don't have the starting farm, right? So you got $100,000. Go buy yourself a property or something. Grab a few contracts. Now, again, all in your own strategy. I think, like I said, I haven't even done it myself yet. So you know, there might be a couple places here that have wood on them that are cheap enough, maybe, I think. I hope. Yeah, 58,000. I think that is farmland. What, I can't visit that one? Oh, that's because the game's on pause. That's why. That's why I couldn't visit it. But anyways, yeah, so like this one here is 58,000. It's got a few trees on it. Excuse me. You know. Now you can use any other mod that you want, you know, if you want unrealistic capacities on the tractors and cutters and stuff. The silos have to be vanilla game. No modded silos. And that's the whole point. So, but anyways, yeah, there is some wooded areas that aren't too bad for pricing. No, either way, there are some properties that have trees and stuff. So again, depending on what you buy, like 134,000. You know, if you did the 3 contracts right away, right off the bat, you know, I'm sure we could get some of that because contracts, you know, 13,000 harvesting, you know, 7,000 wouldn't take long that you would have enough money to be able to buy a few things, you know, and then you could pick up a farmland that has the trees. You don't have a vehicle. Oh, I should put in there, you can start with a chainsaw. Well, maybe not. You got $100,000, go buy one. Yeah, go buy one. So far the rules stay. But yeah, so now as far as the bins, I can't, let's see here. So if you have, say, a wheat field, right? Now you need somewhere to put that the wheat. So if you were to buy this silo, right, kind of thing, that is one silo. So you could only put one field of grain or whatever. So if you have wheat and barley, you can only put one of those in there. If you have this one and you have wheat and barley, well, you could put both of them in there because there is 2 bins. You see what I'm saying? This one, same thing. You can put wheat, barley, sorghum, right? And that's it. Nothing else. Kind of thing. You understand what I'm saying here? You can only put in for the amount of bins that you have. So in this case, you could have 4 different, or not 4, but 8 different crop types in this silo setup, right? I mean, you could have them all wheat if you want, who cares? But the point is that you can only have 8 different crop types. This one you can only have 4 different crop types, you know. And again, has to be vanilla. Right now I've got no mods on whatsoever. Silage bunkers do not count. Okay, so if you need 6 crop types or whatever, it's got to be these bins here. So silage bunkers, bale storages, even though they're under silos, they do not count. Okay, manure, things like that. Same thing with the extensions, right? Water doesn't count. Only grain type silos. Okay, now these are extensions, so they're cheap enough, but even regular silos, they're cheap enough so you can buy them, no problem. But, and let's see, not but I guess, yeah. So if you have 2 crops, you need 2 different bins, you know, so there's 1 and 2. If you have 4 of them, if you have 4 crops, well, you'd need 2 of these, right? And then it would give you 4 silos. So hopefully you understand that. Again, no, I don't even think I could show you because I don't have any mods on whatsoever. So nothing that's going to make you money like, what do you call it? Like I said, the windmills, solar panels, government subsidies, things like that. You know, none of that. Like I said, I've got no mods on, so this is all, anything you're seeing here is all vanilla stuff. I think I might add that in, no animals. Just because you need the 6 crops, 6 or more crops. And the whole point of the challenge is that you need the 6 or more crops. You got to make $2 million within the 5 years. And you got to use the vanilla silo bins. So yeah, I think I'm going to add no animals because, I mean, to make the $2 million, it wouldn't be that hard to do it with crops. Just got to pick the right crops, right? Like I said, it might be subject to change. Again, I mean, you can use any crop, but again, using vanilla, as far as I know, vanilla, you can't store things like peas and stuff like that and beans. So, I mean, you're selling that stuff right away. And because you're using seasonal growth, you're going to miss out on a whole bunch of money because you can't hold it until the best sale time kind of thing, right? So, unless you want to spend the money on all kinds of grain, like trailers to hold it in your yard, but those don't count as your bins, right? So, if I've forgotten anything, or if you have any questions, please don't be afraid to ask. Let me know, and we'll get back to you, that's for sure. So I'm going to try this myself, so if you want to see what's going on, make sure you hit that subscribe button, make sure you hit that like button, make sure to turn on all notifications so you don't miss out on anything. If you don't mind, leave me a comment down below that you're going to try it, and yeah, we're going to go from there. So yeah, I guess that's it. Thank you everybody for watching. Make sure that you have a good time, and try to play fair, please. We're here to have fun, not to cheat, and maybe you guys can find a few little loopholes, and we'll go from there. So, have fun, and we'll talk to you later.